And I'm Lethal.
And this is behind the scenes content, guys. We're just gonna chill. We're gonna be relaxing, watching a movie. You want to put that old school Casper on?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna throw some old school, the original Casper, not the one with Hilary Duff, right? The one with Christine Ritchie, Christina Ritchie, and yeah, this is a this is something that I don't want you guys to get used to seeing for free. Okay, pretty soon, you guys are gonna get at least 2 to 3 behind the scenes IRL streams a week, and it's going to be a subscription fee because we don't generate constant revenue for the channel. So if you guys want to see our behind the scenes date nights, you guys want to see some behind the scenes of family gatherings and parties and road trips and all of the stuff. We're going to give it to you guys, but it's not going to be free forever. So this is something of like a gift from us to the people who've been supporting us that actually want to see our behind the scenes life. And yeah, so this is this is our little area. This is our most of all of this is all lethal. Lethal has an eye for decoration. She has done basically my whole streamer setup.
It is not how I want it currently because he likes to constantly move things.
Yeah, this is
It's a little bit of a cluttery mess right now, to be honest.
This is my
not aesthetically pleasing area.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a mess right now, but that's my streaming corner, right? She just yeah.
I like that.
You guys can see the decorations on the walls and stuff. But anyways, we're gonna throw on a movie, and she's gonna teach me. Okay, I don't know how good the volume is. We got these new mics, so I'm mic'd up, Lethal's mic'd up, and
I'm excited about it. This is the one that we did the live stream on the other day. We're testing them out, and we are not getting paid to advertise for this.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by this mic company at all, by the way, guys.
We bought this with our own money. Yes. So we're just making it very clear in the video so that we're just, doing our part.
Yeah, so Lethal's gonna put on some Casper, and she's gonna be teaching
you gotta hand me
how to do a pedicure tonight, guys. Shout out to Nat, by the way. We got Nat in the live chat right now.
Nat is here. Nat has actually been asking for us to play that game again.
We will be playing Bloodstrike with you.
Honestly, soon, Nat, okay?
I liked it a lot.
Wait, if I'm being honest, so I was driving tonight to go get us dinner, and I was actually responding to you when this happened. He was asking about how he wanted better teammates and all this and that, and I was at a stoplight. And when I was at the stoplight, I was like, oh, this is a forever long, it's the one that would turn left. So it's you get stuck, stuck, you go nowhere. And it's Saturday. So everybody in the world was out. And I was in the middle of responding to him. And sure enough, I had that dizzy spell. Literally, that was when it happened.
Damn, so Nat was there and I wasn't even there?
No, he doesn't even know until right now.
Oh, wow.
So, but that was what was happening. And I was in the middle of responding, and I'm just now remembering right now, as you said his name.
Mm-hmm.
But immediately after that happened, I was terrified. I was scared. And then that was whenever really I called KQ, or I messaged her, and then she called me and stayed on the phone with me until I drove all the way home, which I had messaged you, but I purposely waited to message you because I knew it wasn't life or death. And I knew the second.
So did you tell them exactly what happened?
I had a dizzy spell. Basically, my brain went forward and my head went backwards.
While she was driving?
Yeah, but I was at the stop sign, but still it was at the stoplight, but it was really intense. And then I was like, oh, you're fine. And then as I'm driving down Hull Street, I started feeling slightly weird. And I was like, that's not good.
That's really scary.
Yeah. And I was like, that's when I started crying. And then I messaged KQ on voice message. And then she called me and stayed on the phone with me the entire time.
Wow. Shout out to KQ, by the way.
Yeah.
We love you, sis.
I love you.
So
pedicure.
She's been dealing with some stuff. Movie first.
Oh.
I got you. She's been dealing with ever since she had that freak weird accident where she's been going to PT and trying to get her equilibrium back. every now and then she has like these extreme dizzy spells, and she had one while she was driving, and that's really, really scary because we don't exactly know what's going on with this type of
Vertigo-ish,
migraine-ish,
migraine-ish, ear infection-ish. We don't know
yeah,
what's
we don't
happening.
really know what's going on right now. So at any moment, anything bad could happen. So should she have been driving earlier by herself? No. Should she have been driving at all? No. But now we know for sure that we can't allow this to happen. So
Well, keep in mind,
it was at night. There was a lot of lights
the
going
only time
on.
I've driven so far, which I didn't think about honestly, since it all happened, was during the day.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really thinking about that, but I think it was all the lights. And I was like looking down, and then I looked up, and then the lights were going left and right, and then in front of it was just a lot. And then I think that was enough to throw me off, which was crazy.
Casper. We want that old school Halloween vibe, y'all. So we're going with the original.
Yeah, so Nat
Casper
said he
from
doesn't have good
1995.
he doesn't have good teammates. That's what I was getting
Oh,
at.
Nat, you don't have good teammates, bro?
No, and so he was asking if we'd be willing to play at some point.
Damn straight we're gonna play with you again, bro. We're not bailing on you.
Yeah, no, it's just been a rough, literally like such a rough week.
What y'all know about this though? Ooh.
Don't look at the mess. Don't look at the mess.
Ooh, what y'all know about the original Casper?
The original Casper is my favorite.
I don't even know if you guys are seeing it or not.
I'm sure they're bound to be able to see it, right? You said.
Anyways,
you're like, let me do this.
All right, babe, let's do this. She's gonna be teaching me how to do a pedicure. All right, now listen. I know what you guys are thinking. Really, bro? She got you PUSSY whipped. She got you whipped, boy. Now you're doing pedicures and all types of stuff. No. You see what I'm doing?
I didn't ask him.
I'm changing the game.
He asked me.
See, most guys, they're too insecure. All right.
Insecure.
I'm trying to think of the word that I'm trying to think of.
What, do like
to be in touch with their feminine side. Okay.
Really?
She put some stuff right here on my eyes earlier. I don't know if you guys
really, you're just living the good life is all it is.
See here the moisture, right?
Yeah, it's so good. Wait, show them.
I've never put anything.
That's not that one.
I've never put any type of creams or anything on my face, but she says that this is gonna get rid of like crow's feet and wrinkles and stuff. Guys, I'm only 36. I gotta maintain the baby face. All right.
It's called Hypernova Eye Serum. Again, not getting paid for this. I actually got this in my Fun Fit Fab box a long time ago. Not a long time ago. It was for my birthday. And I got all these serums. And one of the other things is this stuff that I wanted to do. Cuticle cream.
London Town. Okay.
Yeah. Again, not getting paid for any of this stuff. It's just stuff I like.
But where all of this started was me personally. I'm a pretty boy. All right.
That's true.
I have to look good all the time. My clothes have to match. My shoes have to match. Everything has to match. I have to be. I just have to be fresh to death all the time. And
speaking of which, I just lined you up.
Yeah, she just lined me up. Now my beard and my face is going a little bit crazy. I'm gonna get a nice haircut tomorrow. I'm gonna get this all cleaned up. But
I lined you up though.
Yeah, she does do my lineups and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Brows.
So she keeps me groomed, and after all of these years, I want to be able to return the favor. So she's gonna teach me how to do manicure, pedicure, all that stuff, and I'm gonna try and keep her fresh to death as much as I can from home, because number one, it's not gonna hurt the wallet, and number two, it's just nice to be able to repay the favor, return the favor to your partner.
You make it sound like you've never done anything for me in like years, but that's not
true.
Well,
no, I'm saying like
he literally will give me like feet massage or foot massage.
Yeah, but
on a daily basis, like we'll just be sitting and watching a movie.
Yeah, but that's not the same.
And then he's just like, oh, let me give you.
I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to return the favor. You groom me and keep me fresh all the time, so I just want to be able to Dude,
But that's also not true. You cut my hair multiple times.
I have cut her hair.
I taught him how to cut my hair.
I did cut her hair, and it turned out pretty good. I was
It
scared.
did. I actually
My
went.
hands were shaking like this.
No,
My
I
hands were
actually
shaking
went
like,
to get my hair layered. Like, what was it? Like a month-ish, 2 months later.
Mhm.
And I said, "Oh, well, how's my hair look? Like, does it look good?" I didn't want to tell them. They're like, "Oh, it looks pretty healthy, actually. Like, when did you get it cut last?" And I was like, "Oh, like a month or two ago." And they were like, "Oh, yeah, okay. Where'd you go get it done?" I was like, "My fiance did it," and they thought I was lying.
Yeah.
They said that he did a really good job, actually.
I mean, you know, do a little.
Well, it was a basic
some-
cut,
some.
you know. It wasn't like anything crazy.
So, yeah, we're gonna do this. All right, babe. What is the first step? We're gonna lower this down so that people can actually see me going to work here.
Well, that's weird. Put it up a little higher.
Yeah, there's a little low.
That's strange feeling. I don't like that.
How do we? Does this like?
I think it's fine for right this second. I can always scoot back, actually.
No, it goes down. It angles.
Yeah, I guess it's fine. Well, we need to get the nail polish off my actual toes. Oh, that was my foot.
Sorry.
You just killed me.
All right. So, guys, now you're gonna have to do something because I'll have to put your foot up here and.
Yeah, I know, but I was gonna say. I just said I need to do.
Yeah, you have to get it off the paint, right?
Yeah,
So,
well, we don't have nail
first,
polish
guys.
remover. That was what I was trying to say.
Where is it?
I think it's in the bathroom, in the nail polish kit thing.
Okay, well, she's gonna go get some nail polish remover, and then I guess the first step is
I'll take it off while you talk to them.
the nail polish remover. What?
I'm just gonna file it off.
Just go get it.
It's gonna smell really straight, like
Okay.
really crazy.
Just go get it. This is part of the process.
It is part of the process.
So, anyways,
You're gonna hate it,
guys. I hate okay. First thing you guys have to understand is I can't even go into a nail salon. All right. It's just not something that I can do. Like when I go anywhere near a nail salon, like I get 10 feet away from it and immediately I want to get sick. It's like the fumes are just disgusting. Oh, I can't do it. I just can't do it. If I remember one time, I think I was like 16 and one of my ex-girlfriends and her mom were getting their nails done. And she's like, "Oh, meet us at the mall, meet us at the mall." I didn't know they were actually like still in there when I get there. So I get in, I'm walking, I get a text, "Oh, just come in." Dude, every second that I was in there was torture. And it like still to this day, I'll never forget the way that it smelled and overwhelmed my nostrils. Like it was just disgusting. Like never again. By the way, I don't know if you guys know Luke's Diner, but best coffee in the world. If you ever seen Gilmore Girls, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so she's going to get the nail polish remover, and I'm going to give my first pedicure ever, guys. I'm a little excited. I'm a little bit nervous. The question is Lethal going to tell me if I'm doing it wrong? Right? This is where our relationship hits a crossroads. If she's lining up the back of my neck and I see in the reflection that she's messing up, I'm gonna be like, no, stop. Now this is gonna test our love, okay? Here she comes. This is gonna be a test of our love.
I was like holding the door for a second.
Is she gonna make me stop if I mess up? That's the question.
Nah, anything can be fixed.
Oh, you heard that?
Oh, I know, I did. That was right here.
All right, guys, here we go.
So, I didn't want to go digging.
I'm nervous.
You should be nervous.
I am nervous.
It's gonna smell horrible. Let me put this mic thing back on. It's also weird having it pointed down like that. I didn't want to take 2 years, so here's gonna be your best friend.
Damn it.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, that's actually good. Yeah, just leave it there. It's fine. They don't care. It doesn't need to be straight. It's not gonna be able to get both of us if we're straight.
This is the first step, guys. All right. Got the nail polish remover.
Okay, second question is, do you want me to put the little toe separators on? Will that be more helpful?
Yeah.
Okay. And third of all, you might have to scoot back more. Oh. And fourth of all, we have more nail polish
I just
selections.
need to know, guys, is the audio good? Because if the audio's got a problem, I need to know pretty soon.
I think it should be fine. I can check it. So I got these for you.
Thank you. All right.
Let me check. Just checking for you.
All right, so we're gonna put the alcohol on the pad, get the nail polish off. What's the second step?
Second step? Well, I already clipped my toes.
But that would have been the second step, is clipping. All right, so what's the third step?
I mean, technically, you can take the nail polish off first, or you can. Why would you do that?
Is this like scented? Doesn't smell as bad as normal nail polish remover. This is not as bad. If you guys are ever
Is that acetone
if
or
you guys
is that
are
regular?
ever gonna do this for your lady, get the Equate, because it's not as bad. He said, "Am I the only one watching right now?" Yeah. Well, you and somebody else.
He's not the only one watching, but
You're
he's
not
the only one talking.
You're the only one talking, which we appreciate, because you're like on a date with us right now, bro. Like, you know. If you want, you can share the live stream in the ACG chat just to try and get people in here. All right, come on, give me a pillow, give me the foot. You can dig through this on your own time.
This is my time. You can chill out, is what you can do.
Give me the foot. All right, guys. We're gonna get the polish off. All right, let's see how good this works here. Now, I'm doing this for all the men out there in the world. He said, all right, I'm gonna share the stream. Dude, please do share the stream. Tell everybody, like, yo, you're not gonna believe this Smooth's in here doing some type of stuff you don't really want to do, but he's doing it for lethal, and we're gonna laugh at him. Tell everybody, come laugh at me, okay? Is it
coming off?
This is for all the guys out there. You need to be documenting this on your end to take pictures, videos, or something. Put it on Facebook. We need to get people in here.
Yeah, but I just asked you a question.
What?
Is it coming off?
I don't know yet. I didn't really try too hard. I know it needs to like actually set on the paint to actually be able to do something. So I'm gonna set it here for a second.
Well, you want to know a trick, which is why I was asking, is if you take a nail filer and you
get the top layer off.
Yes. Basically, you want to exfoliate it.
So we're gonna exfoliate the paint off first, guys. All right.
Exfoliate the paint, and then you're breaking up the layers.
All right, so you take the link, put it on Facebook, and see if we can get some people in here, and then also take a video or picture and document this shit. Because depending on how good this goes, depends on if we're gonna be doing this on a regular basis. Okay, because
it's also 1 a.m.
I mean, think about it though. How dope would it be? It'd be the dopest dope ever. Okay, if this was something that I got really good at, right, and then I could like do like a before and after pictures and be like, yo, check it out, this is like Smooth's secret talent he didn't know he had. Right? I mean, dude, like 50 million Asian people can't be all wrong. Okay, they're good at this stuff. I can be good at this stuff too. I said dope is dope.
It's not.
I know. It's coming off, dude. It's coming off. It works. Okay, so if you get the first, if you like, you saw it off with a filer first, it just starts to come off after that. Not bad, guys. Not bad. All right, so we're gonna hit it again with the filer. We're gonna hit it with the filer, try and get that top layer off just a little bit, and then we'll hit it with some more alcohol. I tell you what, anybody who does nails for a living, I give you you get a lot of credit. You get a lot of credit, okay? Because this is not just for anybody. This is not for the weak, okay? Especially because all the fumes and stuff. Also, who wants to have some random person's foot in their hand for like hours? But it's like, Dude, anybody who's doing this for your lady, like, you're the man. You're the man, bro. Like, and like I said, Lethal grooms me all the time. So it's nice to be able to give back. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a relationship where it's like a 90-10, 80-20, 75-25, nah, bro, it's gotta be 50-50, dog. Like, what are you doing? If your man don't give you a petty, does he even really love you? Well, I take that back. All right, my boy Reximus, he'd be going above and beyond the universe.
Oh my
Dog.
God, so
My boy
true.
Reximus be going above and
Like,
beyond,
I've never
dog.
in my
Like,
life met
yeah,
somebody
shout out
like,
to Rex. That's one great husband. Let me tell you what. Shit, sometimes I wish I was married to Rex. Sorry. Do you see her sliding?
I'm gonna start adding an hour to something that you hate every time.
Yo, is that you, Nat? Are you back?
Ow!
Are you back,
Why are
Nat?
you being so crazy with your nails?
I'm
You know I
not.
can
It's
feel your nail through your nail, right?
sorry.
Like,
I got carried away. He said, "All right, I'm gonna share the stream. Be right back." Yo,
he did, he did,
Nat,
he did.
what's
he
up,
did.
buddy? All right, dude. So
Gentle.
just an update. We're making headway on the big toe. All right. So far we've got 75% of it off. We've done 2 rounds of this, 2 rounds of the polish remover, and it's almost off. So I mean, it's not
And
bad.
that's just one toe.
How long did you have this polish on?
Couple months.
Dude, she had this on for a couple months. That's why it's like trying to get spray paint off a brick wall.
No, it's literally would be way worse if it was less time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's already starting to, like, basically you have oils on your nails, and it'll start to separate the nail polish, which is why sometimes you'll see nail polish flake off into pieces and chunks, or it'll just come off in one big chunk. It's because it separates from the natural nail oils.
So for all the guys out there, and matter of fact, this is gonna be like this is gonna be for guys and girls that are out there. If you guys are not in here during the live stream, I still want to get your guys' answer. So if you guys come in here after the live stream ends, you guys can put your answer in the comment section. As a guy, and like be truthful and honest, okay? As a guy, how do you guys feel about guys doing this type of stuff for their girls, right? And then if you're a female that's in here, how do you feel about guys doing this for their girlfriends? Is this something that should be like the new norm, right? Where it's like why do you have to put everybody in a box? Like for me, back in the 90s, everybody would been like, oh, that's gay, or oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody would be very, very homophobic, and to me, that's not really cool. I've always been a pretty boy, you know. I used to go out to the countryside and see my uncles and my cousins and stuff, and I would have on like nice shoes, and like they'd all have on like cowboy boots, and you know what I'm saying, like overalls, and like we were two different worlds. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times they would say things like, "Oh, pretty boy" and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But like I embraced it. I leaned into it. So I understand times have changed, and like for instance, a lot of women, they would like their man to do something like this, and then other women, they're totally like, no, like I don't know, right? But I don't know. I just feel like it's good to get other people's opinions about stuff like this. And then the other thing, wait, I got a girlfriend on Discord. I got a girlfriend on Discord. Yeah, but what is your opinion about stuff like this? Is this something that guys should be able to do for the girls? And you know, would you do it, or are you like, nah, bro, it's just not me. I can't ever see myself doing something like that. Um, and then I have like another question for you guys, but first we're gonna get Lethal's take on it. What do you think, babe? Should this be the new norm? Should more guys do
If you're
stuff like
gentle.
this? Sorry,
You're being crazy.
sorry. I don't.
I think it depends.
Depends. Like
If it's painful, then I don't know.
well, this is my first time.
I
It
know,
could be a
that's
lot
true.
worse.
It is true.
So far.
She's being aggressive with it.
Oh no, I didn't see what you said. Now, check.
What did he say?
He said something.
Sorry.
More and more people come in here, guys.
He said, depending on the relationship or the bond, I guess.
All right, so the question was, for those of you who just came in, should grooming your girlfriend the way, like, okay, if your girlfriend grooms you as a man on a regular basis, should you return the favor and groom your girl back, right? Because that's what we're doing right here, right? She grooms me on a
Toes,
regular basis,
nails,
right? She does my
haircut.
eyebrows, she does
Yeah.
my hairline, she does my trims up my beard. Like, she does a lot for me on a regular basis. This is the first time I've ever done something like this, and to be honest,
And I do his toes too.
to be honest, like, I should be doing live streams. I should be doing what I already had planned, but I was like, you know what? I want to repay her for all the time she's groomed me. So it's like, if this is something that I end up being like decently at, where I'm like, I think I could get used to, like, doing this for you on a regular basis. Is this something that should be the new norm? If you're a guy that's in here right now, is this something that you agree with? Would you do this for your partner? If you're a female, is this something that you would want from your partner on a regular basis? Reciprocation. I just want to know. And then I have some more questions for you guys, and we're going to talk about some more serious real life stuff.
I think it's kind of nice actually because I feel like one, it's like a distraction. It gives you something to do, and then like we're able to just kind of like hang out.
Yeah, yeah.
Not that we don't, but like it's
we don't
just
really get a lot of like one-on-one time, because
or if we do, we're like gaming or we're
Yeah,
watching
yeah,
a
that's
movie
it.
or we're
Yeah.
traveling to go do something
right.
or we're doing our to-do list. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you have another nail file? Because this one sucks. I mean, this one is worn out, boy.
there's one right here.
Whew.
That's because it's from your toes.
Damn,
That's why.
that bad boy is worn out.
Well-
Can you watch chat though? Because it's hard for me to do both at the same time.
Yeah, but nothing's been said yet except
All right, so yeah,
depending on the
so
relationship.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, if this is something that you guys that we can talk about in the Discord later on, where you can just be like, oh, bro, like, I did it for the first. You don't even have to tell people in public. You can tell me in private. You can be like, bro, I did it for the first time, bro. She digged it. You know what I'm saying? Or like, if you're a female and you hit me up in private, be like, you're never gonna believe this. Like, my boyfriend, like, whoever, husband, whatever, like, it'd be cool to vibe. Or you guys can just make fun of me like normal. Like, what else?
Me?
What else is new?
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I
no,
just want
I
to
like
know.
it though.
Um,
I think sometimes it depends. It's like, if it's gonna take you 3 hours, that it takes me like 1 hour. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. Well, it's
Then
gonna
it
be
depends on
slow
like
at
what
first.
the time frame is, or like where we're going or not going. Like right now, we don't have anywhere to go.
You guys, this isn't bad. Like it's not bad. Like, it's not like I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. Then again, I hadn't got to the actual paint part, which hopefully is gonna be a little bit
I also
easier.
did half the work for you by cutting my toenails
Don't
evenly.
Don't listen to her.
I took off the paint off of half
Don't
of them.
take this away from me.
Oh, I'm just saying.
All right, guys, we're almost done with this foot. We just got to get the baby toe, and then
Oh, it tickles.
and then
it tickles.
she thinks I'm concernicus about her tickles right now.
You should see like people at pedicure places though, because whenever they actually like soak your feet and do the bottoms of your feet with the little scraper thing or whatever,
yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, I literally jump so much and I die laughing, crying. It is so hard.
Okay, guys.
I can't imagine somebody being down there holding my foot.
Have you guys seen the bowls or whatever where people put their feet in them and they have like the little fish? Like, that come up and, like,
that's
eat the dead skin
weird.
And stuff? I could never do that. I could never do that.
I don't know any place
that
does
that.
Do that.
Have you seen it? Could you do it?
I don't think I could do that.
I could never do it, dude. There's no way.
I don't know.
I don't even like.
I think I would try it for the experience, but I don't think I'd last because I jump too much.
Yeah, no, there's no way I could do it, because like I would be afraid I would pay for it. Let's say depending on nah, I couldn't do that, dude. No, bro. And really, I think what it comes down to is she's the only person I let touch below the ankle. Okay. And I don't even like going outside barefoot in the grass. I can't do the grass. I can do like pavement. I can't do grass. Like, so
he doesn't like his feet.
No,
or anything touching his feet.
Yeah, like ocean, lake, all that.
All the what?
I can do it. I can do ocean and lake, but that's pushing it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like the seaweed, the mush.
Okay, but do you like the feel of sand on your feet?
Oh, guys, you guys are not going to believe what happened the other day.
Wait, I asked you.
I blame this on my sister-in-law.
But I asked you, does the feeling of sand bother you?
It's
on your
not the
feet?
sand. It's everything else.
No, but
I
I'm
can do
asking,
sand.
like, okay, say you're in the wet sand
Mm-hmm.
and the water is coming
Sorry.
to
Okay.
hit.
It's the feeling of mud.
Okay.
Sand I can do. I can do the
Like wet
consistency of
sand,
sand.
though? Like
Yes,
when
I can do it. Like, yeah.
how your feet sinks into it, like
I
quicksand?
can do that. It's anything else.
Like mucky,
Seaweed,
sticky.
muddy, like that.
Interesting.
Okay,
Ow.
so, baby, there's like I have to get the corner. Well, I guess I could just probably alcohol that off. Okay, so guys, let me tell you something that happened
Still
to me.
hurts.
About a week ago. This is all my sister-in-law.
You sound like me, actually.
So I'm doing something outside on the deck, and I hear my sister-in-law start up the lawnmower. Okay, she's in the front of the house, and you have to take the lawnmower out through the back gate to get it into the front yard. Well,
it's like a riding lawnmower.
The dogs were in the backyard, and so just to be safe, yeah, I can't do it. He said, check it again, please.
Yeah, I can't do seaweed either. It's a horrible feeling.
Dude, seaweed is the worst, bro.
I feel like it's kind of like wrap around you and drag you into the ocean.
So, long story short, I hear the dogs like bark or whatever, and so I look just to make sure the gate's closed. Well, it's a 2-door gate. So the gate on this side was closed. The gate on the other side apparently was open. And I didn't know, and I had let the dogs out. So when I let the dogs out, I didn't pay attention to them any longer because I'd already looked down the long ass porch stairs. So I'm like, okay, gate's closed, good. Next thing I know, I hear the dogs barking from the front yard, and I hear her turn off the lawnmower. So I'm like, no, I let the dogs out. Shit, they're getting away. So I run full speed down the deck steps, right? I'm running down the steps, and as soon as I get to the bottom of the deck steps, I feel the unmistakable, undescribable feeling of poop.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
All on my foot, dude. I'm talking about poop between every toe.
Ew. I forgot about that.
Bro.
It was so
it's never
funny.
happened to me before in my life.
It was
until that
so
moment.
funny.
But it wasn't until that moment I genuinely hated those dogs.
You know what's really funny though? I really forgot about that.
Dude.
The interesting part is
No. I didn't get to finish.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
Go for it.
Finish. You ready for the worst part? This is the kicker. This is the cherry on top.
Go for it.
My sister-in-law looks me in the face and says, you might want to go wash your feet like right now. I'm like, well, yeah, I was going to. She goes, no, they have worms.
No. They do?
Yup. He said, I gotta go. Oh, don't you leave now. Don't you leave on that note. You don't let me get to the part with the poop and then you just leave. Okay, Nat? Come back.
So funny.
Come back, Nat. No, dude, I'm being dead serious, dude. It was the worst. It was the absolute worst, bro.
No way. I didn't know that.
Yup.
Ew. Next. Hey, give me a second. Chill.
I gotta get my coffee. I'm out now.
The back of my knee was like locked. You know what I mean?
Cruising for a bruise and got incredibly lucky winning a Washington Navigator. Damn.
Hey. How much coffee you got left?
I don't know why.
Have a sip. That's what's gonna happen every time.
What? I don't even know what just happened yet.
Stealing a sip.
Oh.
Every time. Stealing a sip. Consequences.
All right, so now, guys, we're on to the second foot. This shouldn't take me half as long as the other one because the other one was a learning experience. So, so far, what I've learned in doing this is being gentle.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Don't scratch with your nails.
Don't scratch with your nails.
Just because you're scratching a nail with your nail and it's a hard substance doesn't mean that we don't feel underneath the nail. It's all nerves. Get crazy.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about some more personal stuff.
Okay, but use the nail polish remover so you don't remove my whole entire nail.
So the question is is, have you ever had a falling out with a family member when
But I
you
never
were...
got to tell my part of the story.
Oh, okay, sorry, go ahead. All right, I'm going to let Lisa tell her part of the story, and then we're going to move on.
So the reason I found it so hilarious that he stepped in dog poop was because, coincidentally, I wasn't feeling very well and he was driving me to do errands. Well, he decided that he was going to be Mr. Impatient on the road. And, you know, he was going to just drive like a little nutcase. And normally he doesn't ever do that. He drives like a grandpa.
Wait, was that the day I passed that person?
Yes. He went into the oncoming traffic lane. And I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, I can't, bro. I can't. They're just going way too slow. They're going 10, 15 under.
No, if you're going 10 to 15 miles under the speed limit, and I'm only going to stay behind you for approximately a mile, and if you don't increase to the actual speed limit that's on the sign, I'm going around you. Period.
It wasn't even a mile.
Whatever.
But I think you were just having a rough day. But I was like terrified. And then we got home and then that happened. And it never fails. I don't know if you guys know this about us, but Smooth doesn't really do things to me. But like, you know, if he gives me a hard time when I don't deserve it, or like if he just like, he does something to me that scares the crap out of me and I'm like, what in the heck? Or, you know, he does stuff like that. And I'm like, oh gosh, like I didn't deserve that. Nothing serious, but I'm telling you, it never fails. Karma gets him immediately.
Every time.
Every
time.
you
would think, like, you ever heard that song? I hate to bring her up. Taylor Swift. Wait, is that Taylor Swift who sings "Karma Is My Best Friend"?
Oh darn, I don't know.
Whoever sings
I don't like
that song
Taylor
about
Swift,
the
so I
"Karma
don't
Is My
know.
Best Friend," that is literally her. This is the last person on the face of the earth that you want to like do something negative to. I'm telling you, dude.
It's so weird.
Dude.
It's so weird.
It's instant.
It is literally instant.
Karma is like her shadow.
It is.
It just follows her.
It's very
anybody
weird.
that messes with her, she's like face punch immediately.
I don't even. It is like I don't even see it coming. You know what I mean? And it's immediate. Like we had only been home maybe like less than 20 minutes, and you came in, and I was like, "What happened?" And then immediately I told my sister. I said, dude. Oh, you know what's interesting is it never fails. Karma gets him every time.
I was so pissed.
And she was like, are you going to tell me what happened? And then I told her what happened. Remember that one time we were at your mom's house and like way back when we first started dating and you scared the life out of me and then I chased you around the house and you were like, I didn't know you could run that fast. I chased you all the way up the stairs. You remember that?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I'm going to get you back. Like, I'm going to get you back. I don't know how. And then we were going up the stairs and then you spilt your coffee walking upstairs.
Yes, I remember that.
And then, like, I think it was like another time we were walking down the stairs and your pocket of your brand new sweatpants got hooked on the railing and ripped.
That was weird, dude. That was weird. That was weird.
Instant karma.
So I don't ever bring up my brother. Because we just have the worst relationship. Excuse me. He's addicted to
substances,
and he's just not a good person, and it's
rough.
We used to be really, really tight. I always looked out for the kid, and you know, I got him a job working with me and all types of stuff. And it just, no matter how much time goes by, he just always got worse, you know, and no matter how many times I tried to forgive and forget and move on, I just couldn't. But anyways, before we get into any details, I'm asking you guys in the live chat, have you ever had a falling out with a brother or a sister, or just a very close family member? And if you have, what is a good amount of time to take away from that person before you actually try to either forgive and forget or bury the hatchet? I know it varies on like a case-by-case basis, but some people, they would say you should never let any amount of time come in between a family member. You should try and fix it immediately, no matter how many times, stuff like that. And then other people, maybe they agree more on my side of things, where it's like, for me, I have a lot of friends most people would call them friends. I call them family because I don't really have friends. Like you're either just an acquaintance or you're like your family. I don't really have time for friends. I just don't, you know. But that's just me personally. I'm just trying to get your guys' take on the situation because we're gonna talk about a story very very soon in this live that's gonna it should shake you guys up a little bit, probably as much as it shook me up. Um,
You looking for
all right.
this?
So first step finished. All right. What time is it?
122.
All right. We're gonna try and do this by 2 a.m. my time. Okay. So we got about approximately 40 minutes. 30
Are you talking
minutes.
about the first layer, the second layer, or the third layer?
Oh, we're only doing one.
Well, what if it's completely clear and you can see my toes?
Well, then we'll do another one tomorrow, but it's not gonna be on the live. Yeah.
The struggles of being a girl.
All right, guys. Thought you were putting your toe spreaders in, so I don't.
Oh yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna do that while you were doing all that nonsense because you'd probably break my toes.
All right. So, Lethal and I start dating. Oh.
What story is this?
Probably about. I think we're.
You missed some of the nail polish.
The night that I went and choked him.
Oh, what? We're not.
We're
why would
together.
You say that?
How long?
Like
I want to say
3 or 4 months.
Yeah. All right. So we were together for about 3 or 4 months, and
he didn't literally mean that.
She was driving
2 hours,
2.5 hours to come
Yeah.
see me on the regular every single weekend, pretty much. Now, keep in mind, my brother had been in and out of jail, in and out of rehabs, in and out of halfway houses, all types of stuff, right? And I had attempted to try and keep in touch with him, and I wanted what was best for him. Like I said, I even got him a job. I let him come live with me for a short period of time. And of course, he broke every rule I told him not to do. I don't want substances in the house. I don't want this. I don't want that. Every single thing I told him not to do, he did. And so we didn't talk for a while because of it. Now you're gonna have to straighten that out.
I'm working on it. I was trying to put this between my toes. Not easy.
So
it's uncomfortable.
It got to the point where we just didn't talk at all for a long time, and then COVID happened. Her and I start dating, and of course, he doesn't have a job. He doesn't have anything going on for himself, and he just decided he's going to show up at my mom's house. And so, because I hadn't talked to him in a long time, I didn't really have much to say to the kid. But being the older brother, I wanted to be the bigger person. And so one day, while I'm at work, I want to say this was on a Friday because she would always come Friday nights. She would drive Friday evening, get to my house around 8 or 9 o'clock, always, like clockwork, right, babe?
Pretty much, yeah, because I had to work. I'd work 12 hours.
Right.
Go home, pack really quick, and then drive.
So me being the bigger person, I'm at work. And sometimes if I had to work on a Friday, I would just work and she would come and she would just hang out with my mom. Or she would, set up the bedroom or whatever. She just did her thing, and
do laundry, whatever.
Just whatever. Just hang out with the family while I was at work. And then I would get off work. She would be there and it would be perfect. Well, again, my brother didn't have anything going on. And he's like, oh, I'm going to get a job at this place. So he starts working at this place, and he asks her, hey, can you take me to work? Because
pick him up.
Or pick him up from work or something like that. So she asked me, hey, your brother wanted me to pick him up from work. Is that okay?
Yeah, because
I wanted to say no, screw off, right? But me being the bigger person, I'm like, yeah, all right. He's trying to get his life together. Let's help him out. So she does. Whatever. Goes, picks him up, takes him back to the house. Now, I'll be honest with you. I black out sometimes. It's not all the time, It's just if
Very rarely.
if there's a certain amount of adrenaline, I don't really have a choice. I go somewhere, you know. And she didn't tell me what he had said to her, but apparently, on the drive or in the process of taking him from point A to point B, he tells her something. Now, she didn't tell me for hours. I had got off work. We enjoyed the night. I took a shower. Everything's good. And then I'm laying there in bed, and she says, "Babe, I gotta tell you something."
Oh no, this was after like you had
All right,
asked me like 10 times what was wrong with
you
me.
tell them how it went down, because honestly, I'm very foggy about
Yeah, so
the conversation we had.
okay, so you are really good about noticing like when I'm like off for any reason, like if I'm not super happy and super bubbly like I normally am. So it's either like I don't feel good or something's wrong or I'm like mad at you, which is very very rare. You know, it's just something you can always sense when something's up.
Mm-hmm.
And so you had asked me a couple of times like why I was acting weird or like what was wrong, and I just kept telling you nothing because like I didn't want to say anything about it because I one, I was like, I don't think this is true, and two, like nothing good is gonna come from it anyways, and three, I didn't really know how you would react. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, what's the point? And and obviously, like had I known, I probably just would have like not at all, like ever, because it's not worth it. But yeah, eventually I told you because you asked me like 30 times, like, and you wouldn't let go until I did.
So go ahead,
Oh, what do you want me to tell them?
proceed with the conversation. What
You want me to tell them like what
exactly what was said? Yeah.
Okay, so his brother wanted me to take him to like Walmart to get him like it was something like a backpack or a shirt or I don't know what it was, something that he needed to get, and like obviously he didn't have a ride, so I took him. And as we're walking through Walmart, he's like telling me how you are, basically insinuating like girl situations and like past situations and like basically saying that like I'm just a number essentially, that I'm not important and like not to get attached. That was like what was said. And like I'd never really had like a full conversation with his brother before, so it was really
Keep in mind,
it was really weird.
at the same time my brother is telling her this, um, he had already been in and out of 5 or 6 toxic relationships. All of them were drug addicts. All of them were in and out of jail themselves. Just, never had a relationship that lasted probably longer than 3 months or something like that. I'm not really sure. At least not a healthy relationship. Um, so for him to be saying this when all of my relationships were like years, right?
Especially their last one or whatever.
Right. Like crazy. Yeah. That's the craziest part. The relationship I had just gotten out of, we were together for over 7 years off and on. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And the one I had just gotten out of was about 7 to 10 years
Yo,
too.
what's up? Visual TikTok memes in the house.
Oh.
How you doing, dude? Thank you for popping in. All right, so what you've missed so far is I did her 1 foot. I am on to the second one, and we are BALLS deep into this story, okay? So my brother, her and I are together. We've been talking and dating long distance for like 3 to 4 months. We're very serious at this point. And she takes my brother to go run an errand, and he tries to go behind my back. Um, Pretty good. I was figuring out how to move to the new hive. Wait, are you talking about Grand Gangster War? If so, do you need me to post the coordinates in Alliance chat? Um, and so my brother goes behind my back and tells her, my brother goes behind my back and tells her that I'm a player and I'm basically going to cheat on her and not to get used to being around because she's just a number, stuff like that. And so,
which was super random because we weren't really talking about anything like anything.
Right.
Like literally, we weren't talking about anything. He just brought it up out of the blue.
So she tells me this.
After he nagged me.
Yeah. And when she tells me this, I immediately flip, bro. I mean, dude, flip. I flip out. It's probably like 1 or 2 in the morning, right?
Yeah,
Something like
actually.
that.
Yeah, because we were up gaming and we were getting ready to go to sleep.
And so when she does this, or when she tells me this, I know my brother is in the other room. He's across the hall. I know he's in there, and he's passed out asleep on the couch. When I go in there,
Oh, keep in mind, when I told him, I'm telling you, like, he didn't even respond to me. He was dead silent, got up, walked away. And I was like, what is happening? I was so confused.
um,
And you were gone for forever.
I went in the other room. I see him laying there, and I grab him from the neck up, and I just squeeze. And immediately his eyes pop open, and I tell him, um, if my mother wasn't asleep in the next room right now, she would wake up to one less son. It's exactly what I told him. And I don't remember how long I was squeezing for, but I know his eyes were about as big as dinner plates by the time I was done. Um, and I let go. And I could hear him crying. So I don't know, dude. I remember I think I laid awake for like a very long time or something. And the next morning, I'm downstairs. I'm talking to my mother,
You were getting ready to go to work.
getting ready to go to work.
You're like making coffee or something.
And then you can tell the rest of the story because I got to figure this out.
Yeah. So he goes downstairs. I'm upstairs. And it's like super early in the morning and he has to go to work. So he's making coffee. And then I was about to come down the stairs, I think it was. And then all of a sudden I hear arguing. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then I just like hear your mom like start screaming, and I hear him screaming, and you screaming.
I thought you were down there. Okay, so
no, I wasn't. I wasn't down there.
So I'm getting ready for work, and my brother comes downstairs, and he says, "Did you tell mom what you did to me last night?" Like popping off, like trying to be tough or something. Like I don't even know. All I know is I picked his little ass up in the air, all the way in the air, and just, bro,
body slammed
him in the middle of the living room. He's the youngest child, not small by any means, or at least not before he started on the stuff. But yeah, I really let him have it. It was the first time I had ever got into a physical altercation in front of my own mother, and it's crazy that it
really. I didn't know that. Actually.
Well, with my brother.
Yeah.
She's seen me getting in neighborhood fights and all types of stuff as a kid growing up in New York, but like I never, like, me and my brothers were always close. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, most of my fights growing up as a younger kid was because I was the oldest brother taking up for my brother. I don't know what he just said. We were always taking up for each other. All of my brothers have always been close.
He said it's a morning root, cannot wake up without screaming or anything.
Dude, yeah, and then of course my mom trying to protect my younger brother because that's what she does. No matter what he does, he's innocent, and that's her baby. So she's screaming him. Now at this point, I know I'm blacked out, so you'd be better off to tell this part of the story.
Oh gosh. So like I was in the middle of like coming downstairs to hand you something. I think you had forgotten something upstairs. I don't know what it was. Your hat, your charger, I don't know what it was. That was the whole reason I even started to come down the stairs. And I didn't know what was going on. And then your mom called me into the living room basically saying that this was my fault. Like, this is all because of you. This is your fault. This is all because of you. I want you out of my house. Like, basically, I'm pretty sure she called me something.
Okay, now keep in mind, guys, this is the most intense part of the story. Okay,
It really is the most intense part of the story.
if
And
you're from where I'm from, your family is everything. Okay, you will rob, steal, shoot, whatever you have to do for your family. That is it. It's family over everything. Um, at no point since I was probably 5 or 6 had I ever talked back to my mother about anything. Right? Like it's just you, right? Um, but at that moment, she put the blame on you, even did not do anything. Yes, dude.
yeah,
Gaming, yo, what's up, gaming? How you doing, dude? Thank you
Who's
so much for
that?
coming in. If you guys are new in here, you guys are just popping in now. Let me know who you are, where you're from, how you found the channel.
Yeah, if you're new, let us know.
Gaming, Troy Gaming, dude. I just want to know where you're from. All right, so guys, this is the most intense part of the story. Okay, so give me a tutorial, bro, on how to complete Evelyn's storyline mission in the Grand Gangster War game. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. Are you in the official Grand Gangster War Discord? That's the first question I have for you.
Or our Discord, either one.
Yeah. Are you in my ACG Discord? If you're not,
I already did.
Lethal got the link in there. Go into our Discord. I'll explain it to you there, not during the live. Okay. This is for behind the scenes, non-game related. It's Dark Knight Dreams. Yeah, I know who you are, Dark Knight.
Yeah, we know Mr. TikTok.
All right, so get into the official Grand Gangster War Discord or my Discord, the ACG Discord. You can ask questions there, and I'll get back to you. Okay. So, anyways, my mother is blaming her,
Screaming at the top of her lungs.
Screaming at the top of her lungs. And I had never disagreed or had an argument with my mom about a female in my entire life.
Well, keep in mind also, like, I grew up in the suburbs, never been into like really any altercation in my life.
She's never
I think I've been in like
been around people like this in my
yeah,
family.
no.
Okay?
I've been around like twice, I think. Like I got into a fight one time with my friend in high school, like at school.
And my family is the complete different. Like my dad would pin my brother and us against each other. Like as my brothers, like because I'm the oldest brother, right? So he'd see my brother have a growth spurt or something. That's like a year difference, and he'd be like, "Oh, your brother's getting pretty big. You think you'll be able to take him next year? Oh, you let your brother talk to you like that?" Like my dad would pin us against each other to fight each other all the time, and so like it's just a roughneck.
Yeah, and I was not around that at all.
Dude,
like we don't raise our voices. We don't do
family
anything.
Get together. The boys, right? All of us cousins around teenage years would try and fight our uncles for fun, just to see if we were getting strong enough to beat them. Right? Like
So
we're like 12 and 13 trying to fight grown ass men at family get-togethers.
Well, I mean, keep in mind, like your brother was like, and your other brother was like an MMA and like military.
They're all Marine Corps. You know, they do MMA and shit.
Like
okay, so anyways, my mom is in her face screaming, and for the first time in my life, I got in between them and I started going in on my mother, bro. Like, this is my girl. You're not gonna talk to her like that. Like, I don't even know what I said.
His mom, like his mom was literally so close to my face. I could feel her breath. Like I've never been that close to another human being other than like who I'm dating. Like
what did I say to her?
Oh my gosh, like you said like don't disrespect her like that. Like she didn't do anything. Like you did say like this is my girl, blah blah blah. Like you're not going to disrespect her like that. You need to like back away, like get out of her face, whatever. Like that it was unnecessary, all this stuff, that it wasn't my fault. And then your mom started screaming, saying like, "Oh, really? Like you're going to choose this girl after
over your own family
after 3 months or 4 months or whatever it was?" And you were like, "Yeah, actually." And then she was just like screaming like this, like over your shoulder, like in my face. Like
Yeah,
she
yeah.
was
She
like
was like,
trying
my
to
mom
get
was like trying to get to
closer.
her through me, and I'm like
Yeah.
not letting. Like I'm like, bro, I'm
That was
telling you.
that was like the first time in my life that I think like I didn't like blink. Like I didn't flinch and I didn't back up even a step because I was just kind of like it was almost like a bulldog. Like you know what I mean? Like I felt like it was like almost like a test. Like she wanted to see like what I was gonna do or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so I knew that like I had no choice but to just like stand my ground because like I didn't do anything. All I did was like tell you after asked me like 300 times, but she seemed but I was like, you act like I know what's going to happen when it's not like we've been together for 10 years. Like, I don't know how you are in those situations because we've never had a negative situation ever. So, how would I know how you're going to react? She just automatically seemed to think I should know better, that I should have known that that was how you're going to react.
It was the craziest thing to me because number one, it was the first time I had ever. It was the first time it hit me like I'm so in love with this girl that nothing else matters. Like that was the first thing. The second thing, it was the first time I'd ever taken anybody's side over my own family member. That right there alone.
Yeah.
And then the third thing was like I think it was the realization that the people that I have always taken up for, my own family, that they could be wrong. Like I know that sounds stupid, like because anybody can be wrong, right? But it was like again,
You had never doubted.
where I'm from, your family, like you ever heard that? Like you, if my friend unalived somebody, I would bury the body, right? Or like your mom would help you bury the body. Like you always hear stuff like that, right?
Basically, just like ride or die for your family.
Yeah, right. But it was the first time I was like, damn, like I guess it's not. They're not always right. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't always take your family side. Um, yeah. So for me, that was a huge pivotal point in my life where I realized like this is the one that I'm gonna be with for the rest of my life.
Which is so crazy because I feel like we had already.
I need to know what he said.
He said something about being calm. I have my phone right here. He said, "Yeah, feelings are different when you're used to being around calm people and seeing the other world is like, wow, let me go back to the calm people."
Yeah, dude.
It's so true. Like I think my heart was like a little bunny rabbit, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like I felt like I was gonna die. I was just like, what is happening? Like my adrenaline and like my anxiety because I'm just such a calm by nature person and I don't get into altercations. I don't like fights. I don't handle like altercations well at all. Like I don't want any kind of confrontation like whatsoever, not even verbal.
I just realized we match.
Oh yeah, we do. That's weird.
But
yeah, I just don't handle it well.
guys, we're gonna start giving you guys more of these behind the scenes type live streams. I think it's really good content. It's also nice to be able to tell stories from our own personal life, even if it's somewhat traumatizing and
things that we went through to get where we are now.
Guys,
it's weird to think about.
Guys,
you can't see the bottom of my like you can't bend my toes like that.
Guys,
he did a really good job.
I did a good job, even though you can't see.
No, you did. You did a really good job. You did better than me. You said I did a really good job, even though you can't see.
I did a really good job for my first time.
You did. Not too close, okay. Crazy. Get back. So you can get up top. Like go up, aerial style. Yeah.
You see, guys?
Yeah, it's
I
good.
did a really good job for my first time. And it wasn't really that bad. For all the guys out there who's like, dude, that's too much work or whatever, it's not that bad. And to be honest, I can see myself getting pretty good at this, to be honest. But only time will tell. It's only the first layer. I'll go ahead and pop a couple more layers on that thing. I appreciate you guys. I really hope you guys like the content. And we'll be doing a lot more of this here in the near future. But like I said, don't get used to seeing this kind of stuff full frizzle, because we are going to be doing a subscription fee for behind the scenes content. And until then, we'll keep you guys posted when you guys are going to get another one. I love you guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. If you guys are here from any of my sponsored content, I love you and I appreciate you. If you guys are here from Grand Gangster War, go ahead and get in the Grand Gangster War official Discord, or go ahead and pop in our ACG Discord, and I'll help you guys with any questions that you guys might have about the game. Until next time, everybody.
Peace. You never know when we're gonna go live. Just saying.
Be ready. Bye, guys. Back to my laboratory. Yes.
I said we might go live gaming. We don't